You were one of the participants in this study, so tell us about that and can you describe to us what you saw?
It's a beautiful color. It's really fun to look at because it's just so incredibly intense, saturated, brilliant. It looks like a peacock blue green, so I can name it. And we wanted to be really sure that it was indeed a color that is outside the natural human gamut. So what we did was enable subjects like myself to dial up any color that we want to see in the rainbow and to vary it from something that is very close to white through to something that is the most saturated color that you can see of that hue, and that would be a laser light of that wavelength. And what I found was that I had to dial up the teal wavelength, and it looked like a brilliant blue-green. But Olo was so much more saturated that the laser teal, it paled in comparison.
Your findings were published in the Journal of Science Advances on Friday. Some experts, though, they say that the new perceived colour is a matter of interpretation. So what do you understand their caution to be here and how do you respond to that?
Look, I think it makes perfect sense to say that, well, if you can call a color blue-green, then obviously you can still name it. So I think there's an important semantic question there. But let me try to give you a sort of and folks that are listening in, a sense of how large a change that felt like. To me, it felt like, as if, now this is an analogy, but if you went around the world and your whole life, you just ever saw a cream as the most saturated yellow you could see. So a very pale yellow. And then one day, for the first time, you chance upon a daffodil and you're just floored by how much more saturated yellow could be. That's what it felt like to me, okay? So I think one wouldn't say that's the most saturated cream I've ever seen. You'd want to give it a new name, and that's what we did here. But I hear them on that, and that is it really a new color if you can still call it teal or blue-green? Some of the other things they were interested in with this OzVision system are to try to see, for example, whether we can enable a red-green colorblind person to see red and green for the first time. And if we're able, so imagine that, right? You go around your whole life. Oh, if you're red-green, vision scientists really think that you perceive the whole world in shades of blue and yellow. And if you imagine what it would be like to go around the world and see only blue and yellow, but one day see all the remaining colors of the rainbow for the first time, that's a kind of color novelty that we're studying right now as well.